I'm Deborah Prentice and welcome to Olsem Wanem. Today, technology has changed. It has brought the world closer to our fingertips, such as the use of computers and mobile phones with internet access. But as the saying goes, there are two sides to a coin. More and more children in Papua New Guinea now have the opportunity to access the internet compared to 10 years ago. As harmless as it may sound, technology has its dark side. The question is, are your children safe online? Do you know what content they're viewing? And when is the appropriate age for a child to own a mobile phone?
Name Lomi Bomai, so me looking lo desla wall desla pe also mall pikinini oli mobile phone ino gudlat maso bla ma papa oli me maso mall ni lo contact kim narapla so oli pikinini oli me ol go WhatsApp na ol go internet na ol go kain looking blue movie na we kain so ino mitino semino gudla lo pikini ba oli phone.
I am a father, I'm a parent. I have 5 grown-up kids. My last girl is in the 5th in the family. My daughter is in grade 8 now. Now, I got a 5 pikinini blomi, I got all touchscreen phones, which only can access him internet. I'll just go to browser and I'll access him internet business, which all can access him to Facebook. Now, yes, one can complain long all parents long put Mosby and plenty big law issues come up long put Mosby relating to all pikinini accessing or internet through long all touchscreens mobile phones. Long all students all pikinini as down the age of 12 years na go on top as soon as all mobile phones all the several how they use mobile phones all the accessing pin is internet. So this time me come up big place long country me play speak to and me big problem. One plot pikinini na go long store one time all parents na time I me talk papa mama daddy mommy me like your phone na time only la buy talk person now. Talk time papa mama la buy phone bam talk me no like him one bang me like him touch screen. So automatically the kid wants that touch screen phone because I me like accessing internet. Not at more reasons lo why pikinini like him touch screen. Me play long speak to me play got issue blo all students harassing narpla all students especially in schools now only put him on social media go through Facebook upload him go on Facebook me go through long Facebook to the internet me look me plenty big issue lo this students around the country including me play two back long speak only can go hide lo papa and mama they just can take their phones run into the booth and that's it anything can come on the screen.
Name blo mi am Grace Jarin, mi blo poponda ta orokaiva. Na liglig market mi sa woki mo se mem blo baste blo school piginini lunch money blo. Na ose mi wan plat work mama we mi sa market every year na. So time ololim bisla phone also spendi mo kata money lo. Also spendi mo kata money lo buy flex card na bring him all boyfriends blo na. Taxi mall na disla kain. Time also all come through lo internet. Na some homework the teachers are giving all. They don't spend time with me. While I'm cooking, the children is out on the road. He's busy with the phone. So me plus also I'm checking phone blow them. Also straightforward me plus finding most of them. They are going through internet. Now some this la talk now me work la talk most of them. Some mama papa you play him. I think it's more better we should discipline our children, not to let them hold the phone. You think him because they are going through the all get a picture no good.
Children are at risk of online exploitation. Access to pornographic materials is obviously a major concern. The question is, how many children in Papua New Guinea have access to the internet and how many are at risk of cybercrime?
To our mobile carriers and also NICTA, I think mobile phone in PNG has grown over the last 10 years. According to the statistics that was provided by NICTA, mobile penetration in the country is about 45% of the population. So that is almost half of the population, whilst we have about 11% penetration of internet. Okay, given the percentage that I have said earlier, When you look at 11% internet penetration, it looks fairly small. You would say, okay, 11%, it is not a problem. But when you look at the 45%, which is almost half of the population that represent the mobile penetration, that is the percentage that my office is interested in. Because the thing here is that we don't know how much of that 45% represent children that have access to mobile phone and internet.
The sad reality is we do not know how many children in Papua New Guinea have access to the internet. In 2015, a report by Google stated that PNG is in one of the top 10 countries with the highest number of porn search. This may sound ridiculous considering the fact that 80% of our population live in the remote areas. Surprisingly, we are number one in terms of porn search.
Not just one of the 10, it's the first of the 10. So that is the concern that I'm talking about. When you have the 45% of the population that has mobile access to internet, that I think Google research, I can't qualify this, but I think it's based on that.
There's no doubt about it that mobile phones are a great way for parents to stay in touch with their children anytime, anywhere. But is your child old enough to have one?
Okay, my name is Josephine from Bougainville. I have 3 kids, and these are my 2 kids. Sean Michael is 6, Samuel is 5, Tamalin is 2. Yes, with mobile phones, they're very good with mobile phones. Very smart, actually.
Tell us a little bit about what they do on the phones.
Mostly now at this time, they only get the phone to play games. They normally use it to play games. And my son here can actually download the games. And they use it also to make calls.
And how old is your son?
He's 5, he'll be turning 6.
And he knows how to go onto the internet and how to download a game?
Yes, only if the app comes up and says to update, he does that. Yes.
Apart from downloading games, what else do they do?
Basically, they just play, make calls. They can text. The only problem is they don't know how to write the words yet.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself? When you were at their age, were you able to do all these things that they're doing now?
When I was at their age, I didn't know what a mobile phone was. Basically, I only found out about a mobile phone when I was in grade 11.
Do they have their own mobile phones at the moment?
No, they don't.
When do you decide they're capable of owning a mobile phone? What age?
Probably when the time they go to school, like in grade 2, probably 7 years old. Yeah. Probably give one phone to the oldest and tell him to use it on behalf of the youngest. A one-band phone. Yes, only for safety purposes. Like, because if they're in school, they need to contact us if anything happens. So yes, I'd give it to my oldest son to have, so he can contact on behalf of his 2 younger siblings.
At what age would you let your children access the internet and, let's say, have access to Facebook and Twitter and social media?
I think probably when they're in the teens, like probably 14 or 15.
Only when they're in their teens would you let them access social media?
Yes.
Why is that so?
It will make more sense if they know what the site is all about. I mean, basically, they should know the pros and cons of the site. So if I were to give them a touchscreen phone and if they want to use it for internet purposes, I'd tell them what the site is all about and what it's used for.
So would you have a talk with your teenage children about accessing illicit sites and all that before you give them a phone?
Yes, I definitely would. But you know how you tell teenagers not to go there and they eventually go there? So yeah, I'd definitely be having the talk with them in the next 5 years from now.
Do you think you will go through what they're seeing online? You'll make sure to check, or do you think they have the right to their privacy?
No, I don't think they have the right to their privacy. If they were to go into internet, I'd suggest me or my husband be there, or probably my sister sit down there to see what they're going through.
So you mentioned that you would allow your children to be on social media when they become teenagers. Now, if your son has a Facebook account, would you send him a friend request just to keep track of what your children are doing?
I think most parents nowadays do that. Yeah, I would, as a means of keeping track of what my son is up to or what he's doing, I would send a friend request. But then if I do, that would be just encouraging my son to be in there all the time. So with that, I'm not sure. When I come across it, I'll let you know.
Do you think you'll use a fake Facebook account just to keep track of your children?
If I do that, then I'll encourage them to create another Facebook account to avoid me detecting them with their whereabouts and wherever. So yeah, no.
With more children in Papua New Guinea now owning mobile phones with internet access, the risk of accessing pornographic sites and illicit materials is higher. According to Mr. Stephen Mala, the chief of the censorship office, setting an age limit is a challenge.
Because given the modern age that we are in now, I think there are children that are as young as 5 years who have already owned a mobile phone. As long as they can understand that the function of them calling their parents or their brothers or sisters or relatives. I think as young as 5, they already know how to use a mobile phone. So putting a age limit to who should own a phone or children should own a phone, I think it's a very difficult one.
Welcome back. For most parents, the question is, at what age is your child old enough to own a mobile phone? We speak to the chief of the National Censorship Office, Mr. Stephen Mala.
I think the responsibility will be up to parents to decide as to what age their children should have a mobile phone. So for me as the chief censor, I can't put an age limit to, or I can't tell parents, okay, at this age you can get a mobile phone or give a mobile phone to your children or to your child.
The next question is, are parents aware of the risk of children using mobile phones and internet without parental supervision?
I can't say that everybody understands the danger of their child at a very young age to own a mobile phone or what are the risks involved. Partly the blame can be probably with us, like censorship office and other organizations, that we should have carried out awareness program earlier, which I can say that we failed to do that. That I am not ashamed to say that it was partly our fault that we didn't do the awareness. I would also say that parents were not aware of all the risks. Just like any other new technology that come into the country, everybody got excited. Okay, my whole family can own a mobile phone now, without us realizing the risk involved. So in terms of parents monitoring the usage of mobile phone by their children, I think I can comfortably say that not a lot of parents do that.
According to Secretary for Community Development, Youth and Religion, Ms. Anna Solomon, the new Lukautim Pikinini Act holds parents accountable for children's protection even online.
Well, let me just add on to what has been said already. And this is about the Lookout in Pikinini Act holding parents accountable, whether it be online protection or offline protection. And one of the things, we had a discussion on online protection of children, because we are in this era where you can see children as young as 5, 4, growing up already holding onto mobiles, even babies. They get excited about, just holding a mobile and pressing. So as parents, we must already be concerned. Don't wait for laws to be reviewed. Don't wait for policies. You start at home. Start knowing what your children are watching and viewing. Don't let them stay behind locked doors and surf themselves, That's dangerous. Start getting to know what, don't use TVs and mobiles as babysitters. Many of us parents are doing that now.
Now, lately, there's a lot of parents are starting to be aware of the risk that's involved, especially when children have access of mobile to internet. And that is, I would encourage every parent to be very aware of this, that there's a lot of risk involved, and that they should take time to at least try and monitor what the children are accessing through their mobile phones.
They're not supposed without parents knowing it. Papa, mama got responsibility, the duties, long checking phones, long all pikinini, all the time.
The Papua New Guinea Censorship Office is currently working on an online filtering system with other organizations. Once in place, this system will be used to block out sites such as pornographic sites, thus protecting children from accessing illicit materials.
For us, what we're trying to get all the government agencies, especially the enforcement agencies, to understand the cost involved in setting up a system like that, so that all of us, or the government will only build only one system that is accessible to all the law enforcement agencies. And I think that's the only way for us to save the government a lot of money to build separate or individual systems for each agencies.
So there are, I think, a number of opportunities. The technology itself could be used to increase awareness of young people, to understand what are the risks that is available, but also the technology, it can be used for parents by children to filter out some of these inappropriate images that may be distributed through internet, online. So those are the kind of things that we are discussing. I think there is a good progress in terms of the policies and legislations, bills that are being produced. So the legal and policy framework is going to be fixed, but there is also a need to look at programs that can help children use internet, but also be safe.
That some schools actually beat the country to it and already had their child protection policies. And some of the areas that we are discussing now, preventative approaches or compliance, approaches, they already have that in their school child protection policy. Lahara Bedouin School was one of those first ones we went and helped launch. I know Unitech has a very good filtering system, what comes in that the students can access and what they cannot access. We do not have to go and learn far to do filtering. There are institutions already doing it, but at the institutional level. What the censorship office is trying to do now under the amended act that's still yet to get to Parliament is they now want to, come up with some good filtering system, and they're talking with many partners, including NICTA, and they are also now more focused on classifying instead of censoring.
While on this, one more note on sexting. Papua New Guinea, this is a new word to you in this country. Under the new censorship act that we are now bringing in, you will be caught for sexting. Suppose you salem sampla kind to talk boyfriend, girlfriend, kind nice talk you playa. Now you text him, you go come. Or you see one picture na man, you look at picture na you text him, you go. And now me plan making new law, it's called sexting. So and by illegal. So now you plan him lo courthouse, online you go court na to kai meria salem me kind root talk lo phone na. And then online lo district court I through ya Wanem law by me apply court molongol. Well now me apply gats la new censorship law by come me apply hope or some June by go. And now by covering la passing lo texting ya using phone blue na you text. That's why me apply to talk now lo register mo got a SIM card. So that suppose Mary complain na to kay mane no got name lo la SIM card ya. Name lo mane no got la number ya, mo plan no number ya. We can trace your number and get your name, and then we can prosecute you for sexting and for sending indecent photos on the mobile phone.
For the last, say, 20 years, it was quite a fairly easy going through all the publications and videotapes and then to see this and all that. But with the technology now, that is the biggest challenge. As the chief censor, I am trying to find the answer. I am trying to strike a balance between what the government should do and what the industry should do and what parents should do. So it is not just a situation where only one person will solve the problem. It is a problem that it would involve everyone.
And that's all we have time for on Olsem Wanem. If you have any comments or stories you would like to share, please send us a message via the email address showing on your screen or visit us on our Facebook page. From the Olsem Wanem team, it's goodbye for now.